Hello everyone. So this is another of the whole found footage thing. I did not realize how many videos I had filmed, and it feels silly not to edit them and post them. So there's this one and at least two more before we get onto current videos. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you're enjoying these little series where I talk about things that are months old at this point. Yeah. I don't know how to finish this. Enjoy. Bye. Hello everyone. So as you can probably tell, today is going to be a sorting and storing photocards video. I have a lot to put away. This is not even, this honestly probably half, but as you can see I have a little bit of Billlie down at the bottom here. I have, let me show you how much more Billlie I have. This whole stack, and then I also have this whole stack. So total for Billlie, not including what's laid out at the bottom here, is that much. Plus, we do have some 50-50 we do have some 50-50 Kina cards to put away. I didn't put any of her cards out on the spread just because there's still the boycott going on, and I do want to be mindful of that and respectful. It felt weird to include it because pretty much, if you don't know, there's an ongoing lawsuit between 3 of the members and Attract. Kina was originally part of the lawsuit, but then she did go back. No one really knows why, but, you know, trying to be respectful of the members who are still pursuing a lawsuit. So in regards to that, I just decided not to put any of Kina's cards out. Yeah, I hope that made sense outside of my brain. And on that note, let me grab a binder and we can get started. I think we'll just start with maybe my brother's StayC binder, and then we'll kind of go through and grab binders as we go. Okay, so here we have my brother's StayC binder. For those of you who aren't aware, my brother does collect StayC's Shiun, but I kind of do most of the buying and trading and stuff for him because I honestly really enjoy that part of collecting. And whenever in between comebacks, he holds onto the binder, and when I'm actively trading for stuff, I hold on to it. So that's kind of the backstory there. But let's just flip. Yes. Because I did get this photo card. So we'll just slide that in the middle. As always, I just kind of put things in spots, and if he doesn't like it, he's free to rearrange things as he likes. So we are done with this era. And then Teddy Bear. We are pretty far behind on Teddy Bear, to be honest. So I think we'll just put, this is an album card, but we'll start with all these pobs and then put album cards on a new page. Let's put these in the middle, because then it'll all be the same concept in the middle. Why did I think I had another pre-order benefit? I guess I don't have another pre-order benefit. Well, I guess we'll just put the sticker on this page to make it filled out and not look so awkward with just 4 photo cards, and I'll have to see if I can get him another Shiun just to round that out. Ooh. I only have 2 blue sleeves left. So, because of that, I'll just use these magenta ones for the time being. I'll have to remember to buy some more of the blue ones. I usually don't go through them that fast, so I didn't realize I was that low on them. Okay, so there's that. And, okay, so I don't know where my binder with all my extra sleeves went. So I'll have to find that, because when I went into the other room to grab more sleeves, because I was like, oh, let me just grab them from my actual extra stash and not just the binder where I keep them when I'm just grabbing them. I only have 3 9-pocket pages left. That will most certainly not be enough to get us through this video. So we're gonna go through what we can, and then I guess once we're out, I'll stop and try to find that binder again. So for Teddy Bear, the album cards, we're kind of far behind still. So we only have 3. I think these are the Digipack, and this is one of the regular album cards. And I do have 2 of the cards from Teen Fresh, but again, we're pretty far behind. So we're just gonna put these on the same page for right now. This is the one of the US cards, and that's a Digipack card. And I want to say that he has one of these cards in a photo card holder, like another album card in a photo card holder from when we went to see them in Chicago. Because when they were on tour, we did go see them. It was such a good show. It was a lot of fun. There's that just for right now. And yeah, hopefully I'll have more to put away next time. So this is my Stray Kids binder. I only have a few cards to put away because I have not yet been able to get Rockstar. There's just been a lot going on, so yeah, I guess let's just do age order. Okay, do I want it like this or like this? I think I liked it the first way more. I do have an extra, I think, of this card, so I'll have to post that. Or maybe of that card. I know it's a Hyunjin, so I'll have to post that because I just have been very, very bad about posting sales and trades recently. So yeah, but that's it for this one. Okay, and now we have my Miscellaneous Girl Groups binder. So let's just start, I guess, with how I have things in order here. So start with StayC. Oh, I forgot to grab the freebies. I usually like to keep a couple freebies and binders from concerts that I go to. So like these are from the K-Con Chicago. So I will have to do that. How do I want to do this? These are all teddy bear cards, so I guess I'll just start a new page. In case you're wondering, usually I collect 1 album card of Yoon's per era, but sometimes with J cards I get very tempted and I just get 1 of hers. So yeah. And with whatever, like, my brother gets pre-order benefits, I usually, if he gets Yoon, I steal hers and then just buy a different one for him. So there's that. You can put just this pink filler in for now. And then we do have some Mamamoo Plus cards. They are up here, Mamamoo. So I did buy 2 rabbits, and I got Solar Moonbyul and one of Puppy. One of Moonbyul's puppies, but I don't know which one this is. So yeah, but I'll just put these away. I think I might try to find like one of their unit cards. I think that'd be really cool to have just to fill out the page, like a Moonbull and Solar unit card. But for right now, I'll just leave it blank. Actually, rather than blank, I'll put a white sleeve in. Okay. And then I do have a few Lily cards. These are both from Expergo, but I don't have Midsummer's Night's Dream yet. I think I like it like that. So there's that. I do have this Kepler card, Shouting. I don't know if I have an empty space for her. I'll just put her here for right now. I'm sure I'll reorganize this whole binder later. And then I did buy Somi's, I think it's the Game Plan album, and I got these cards. This is actually the limited card, which I was shocked by. The back is hollow. It's really pretty. Like, I didn't realize it was a special card at first. I just thought, oh, everyone gets like a hollow card and a normal card. Nope. So that was a little shocking. Really a pleasant surprise, but very shocking. So I think I'll just put her up at the front, maybe? And I do want to see if I can get one of her cards from the other version, the pink version. But for right now, I just have these. And I do kind of want to store these as well. I just think they're really cool. I love the whole design behind this album. I think it was really, really well done. So whoever made the design decisions for the album, kudos. Oh, they're too big. Look at that. Okay, well, guess that's not gonna be put in the binder. And then back here, I do have Kina's cards. Like I was saying at the beginning, it's something that's kind of, it's really sad because everything that Attract has done to those girls has been absolutely awful, and I don't blame Kina for going back, honestly, because she's been training for so long, and I can only imagine how scary that would be to have that like threatened. So I don't blame her. But with that being said, I'm not going to be purchasing any 50/50 albums moving forward. Just wanted to make that known. Okay, and I always forget which of these are pre-orders and which are not. Okay, how many pre-orders do I have? I do have 4 pre-orders. This is just something as a freebie someone sent me that I thought was really cute, so I was gonna store it, but might not need to do that. So this brand of sleeves, I feel like I've heard a few other people say that they have trouble with it, where sometimes the sleeves fit really nice with Dragon Shield, and sometimes it's like they're just barely fitting, and it's really weird. So I don't know if I'm going to be purchasing from that brand again. So I have these 6 for Kina. I'm still missing 1, and I have some cards of, I think, Aran and Seal, maybe? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm coming, like, healing, I guess, from a cold, and so it's also kind of late at night, so I probably shouldn't be filming this now, but I don't know. I really felt like filming, so. Did I not just say I had 6 cards? Do I really just have 5? Okay, apparently I can't count. Let's do that, I think. I love this card. This is my favorite card of hers. I might try and trade one of the cards that from the other members that I have, just to that last Kina card, And then I'll keep the 2 that end up not being traded off or whatever. And then I'll just call that the end of my 50/50 collection. Which is sad, but yeah, like I said, I just can't in good conscience support Attract. And I feel like I have that with a few different companies. Attract especially. Oh goodness. What's the other one that I really have difficulty supporting? I can't think of it right now. But there is one other company that I really, really struggle supporting. I think that's cute. Side note, I don't know if anyone else has this, where if you have been keeping up with the whole boycotts and everything that has been going on with 50/50, whenever I hear the song come on the radio, it takes everything in me not to like turn to the nearest person and be like, so have you heard about the boycott? Which is like such a weird thing to be thinking about, but I don't know. So that is everything. Oh, that's kind of bittersweet. It's like I'm happy with where I am at with my collection for 50/50, but it's just having made the resolve not to support Attract, that does mean like I won't be purchasing any of their future albums. That the name of the group 50/50 releases with just Kina and whoever else Attract decides to throw in there, because Sio, Sina, and Aran have like pretty much all been booted from the group, even if for whatever reason they were forced to go back to Attract. It doesn't sound like Attract will be promoting them under 50/50 anymore. But yeah, that's just, it's hard. Oh, I'm still missing one ID card. I should see if I can buy that on Instagram. Actually, let me just slide this in here. I know this is not the same era, but that's kind of cute. Same color. So, yeah. Anyway, that's, I believe, everything for this binder. Okay, and Pentagon. Oh, this is another bittersweet one, because most of the members have decided not to renew their contracts with Cube. A few of them, their contract renewals are happening at different times, so they haven't like officially left the company yet, but honestly, I feel like it's only a matter of time before they do. So this is probably going to be one of the last times that I do add anything to this binder, which is such a weird thing to say. But yeah, I'm all caught up now. I've completed my Yanan album photocard collection, which is just such a wild thing to say. I never thought I would be able to say that when I started this collection, but I'm so happy. So I do have to add another page because this card that you saw me pull out and these 3 cards are from the Invite You album. So, grab a sleeve. And I did also find my binder with sleeves as I was grabbing this binder, so that's nice. I guess just for the time being we'll do this. I am considering buying some more of his like merch cards and like, pre-order benefits. because some of them on Pokemarket are like really cheap, like less than $5 for a pre-order benefit. I'm also just using these magenta sleeves for the time being until I'm able to buy more of the navy ones. But yeah, I'm considering buying a few more cards and kind of reorganizing how I have things. But yeah, that's everything for Yanan. So these are like Pobs, and this is a Season's greeting card. But some Pobs. And then album cards. The one thing I am missing is from their first mini, his ID card. But other than that, oh, I'm so happy with this collection. Yeah. And then I do also have one more card to put away. I bought the second mini, I think. Oh, third mini. I got Ceremony when I went to a K-pop store the other day, yesterday? Was that only yesterday? It feels like it was longer. But I went to the K-pop store in a nearby city with my brother. We took a little trip out there, and I bought Ceremony, and I did get Yuto's card. Let's rearrange this a bit. What album are you from? I think you're from one of the later ones. I believe you will go here. And you can go here. And let's just flip this, that way it looks a little bit more symmetrical. There we go. So, perfect. I am considering, I maybe shouldn't say this out loud, but I am considering going back and collecting, like for the albums where Yanan was not involved, collecting another member for those, but I haven't quite decided yet. So that's still up in the air, because other option is just listing all of these extras of other members. But I do really love them all, so I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm very indecisive. Okay, and then we have NCT. And this is another collection that I'm really rethinking because, honestly, I have been just exhausted with the number of versions that SM has put out for a lot of their artists' releases recently. So it just makes me not want to even buy any version of the album because I just get so overwhelmed because there's just so many. So I'm really debating going through, like, I'll keep all of these circle cards. I think they're kind of fun. I know a lot of people hate them, but I think they're fun. And I'll try to do want to finish out Cherry Bomb. It's one of my favorite eras. And I do want to finish this Empathy project. But I think once I do those two, I do want to keep some of these merch cards, like the fan kit cards. All of these I'll keep. These Japanese cards I'll probably keep. And I'll probably keep all of these, like, Kino and, like, special release cards. Like, that's from the tour live CD for... Oh, I forget. I'm drawing such a blank. It was their first tour. I'll put it on screen. So, like, all of these I'll probably keep. But then, like, some of these album cards, I am really reconsidering what I want to keep, who I want to collect, like, because how I've been doing it in the past is I just kind of keep whoever I pull, or I trade away my dupes for someone else, or I get whatever cards I think are really cute. But looking at it as it is now, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I like that. So it's something I've been considering, and I don't really know what the perfect solution is, but I just thought I'd throw my ideas out there into the universe and maybe we'll go from there. Okay, so if the lighting's different, my card apparently got full, and then since it was pretty late last night, I just decided to go to bed. So it's a new day. Let's finish putting the stuff away. As I was saying, I think I got cut off, but I did just buy one version of Taeyong's solo release, Shalala, and the K-pop store that I bought it at, when my brother and I were in Chicago for StayC's concert, we went to one of the K-pop stores there. We went to K-pop Nara, and they did give a pre-order card. So this one, it is hollow, which is really pretty. So I think I'll just keep it together like that. That way it'll all be on one page. I like that. Okay. Then we flip back here, and this is a very exciting moment for me. I finally have Jisung's Other Empathy card. Yay! So that is like my Chunji collection. I think this card got lost in the mail because it's not shown up. So I'll have to buy that one again. And then I'm going to have to rethink my collection because I was good through Reload. And then at Hot Sauce, that's when I started to get overwhelmed, as is obvious because that's honestly the last purchase that I made for Dream. So I'll probably go back and I'll buy a couple albums, like one version of each album. But yeah, like I said, this is a collection that I am rethinking how I do and what I do because, like I said, it's so overwhelming sometimes. And I don't want to look at this binder and feel dread or to think about collecting NCT and be like, oh no, like feel stressed about it. And right now I kind of feel like that for all the units except for maybe Wavy. And that's because Wavy typically kind of gets the short end of the stick as far as like promotions and releases go. So like it stinks for them as a group, but it's nice for me like mentally, which is a horrible thing to say. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So for right now, we can just put this away and move on to the next binder. So here we have my non-ults binder, and this is another one that I am thinking about reorganizing just because some of the groups that are in here I think would look really cool in a 4-pocket, and like Twice I was planning on having in a 4-pocket, but then that binder got too full, so then I moved them back into here. But I do think I want them in a 4-pocket. So I'll probably move those over. But for right now, I do have a few Yoon cards. I have 3, and I have only 2 spots. So I guess we'll move these 4 real fast just over to the other binder, my 4-pocket binder. I'll just create a page for those. And I think I will list these 2 cards for sale or trade to Yeon's equivalents. Actually, let's flip it this way. That way it'll be even more even, I guess. Okay, so there's that for right now. Honestly, StayC cards are kind of hard to find. So I know this is going to be a very slow-going collection, but I also thought that about Pentagon, and I feel like I finished my Pentagon collection in a decently quick amount of time. So maybe I'll be surprised with how I do with Yoon's collection as well. Before we move on to Twice, let me just grab my 4-pocket and we'll just add another page here and it'll have these 4 cards. Okay, there we go. So that's that. So just for right now until I figure out something else. And then as far as Twice goes, I have a few cards for other members and I have a few Nayeon cards. This is one of her pre-orders for between 1 and 2, I think. Is it between? Yes, it's between 1 and 2. So I don't know how I want to do that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take all of Nayeon's out. I'll move the group card to the first spot here. And then since I do collect Nayeon, I'll put all of hers on a separate page. I think that'll be nice. So there, and white sleeves for those 2. So those 3 are pre-orders. This is here. And these 2 are earlier album cards. I think for right now, I'll just grab a sleeve and put them. Well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to decide if I want to put like all of the Twice cards together and then just Nayeon cards together, like from her solo stuff, or if I should just like kind of have it similar to how I have it now. I was almost thinking that the pre-orders would have to be right next to each other to the era that they're for, but I think it's okay if they're not. Okay, so there are pre-order cards, and I do have another What is Love card on the way. I just bought it, and a Fancy You card, I want to say, or Feel Special. Feel Special. I have a Feel Special card on the way. So we'll just put this one here for now, because there will be another one here, and then there'll be one here, and then here, because then I'll have the Feel Special card here. There we go. Figured it out. So I'll put the white sleeves where the cards will go, just to make my life easier, and pink sleeves as fillers. And then after Nayeon, I have my other members' photo cards where I just either keep them because I think they're cute, or I don't know, for whatever reason. But I have 2, 4, 5 cards. Obviously more than what I have here. So let's separate this by age. So, as I was grabbing this sleeve, pardon me, tickle in my throat. But as I was grabbing this sleeve, I realized that I actually don't have any more sleeves, I don't think. I'll have to double check my binder, because that is where I grabbed this from. And all of these yes or yes cards that I have, that I'm putting away, I do have them listed. Well, they're not listed as of right now, but before I post this video, I'll make sure they're listed either for sale or trade to Nayeon equivalents. Okay, I think Chaeyoung is actually older than Dahyun, but I will be keeping it in this order just because this card is taller. There we go. So there's that. And let me double check that I don't have anything else for this binder. I don't think I do. No, I do not. So I can just go ahead and put this away and we can move on to the next one. Next we have Billlie, and like I said, I do think I'm out of sleeves, so we're just gonna put away what I can and then go from there. So I do also have, like, I think this is a freebie. I know this is, I think, a dupe of the Everline cards from debut era, but we'll just keep that there. And then I do have these freebies as well, so I'm going to see if there's any spots where I can use these kind of as fillers. Okay, and I am thinking about moving some of like my merch cards and like broadcast cards into a 4-pocket binder, just because I do have this broadcast card from her first, when Sua first started emceeing at Show Champion. So I don't know where I want to put that yet. I do finally have this full set. The group order manager that was running this go was not very communicative, and it was very hard to nail down like when they were going to ship, and it was just really hard to get really any information, because they said, oh, I will ship out on this day, and then that day would come and go and nothing. And like, I had paid for shipping back last year, July, and I finally got my items like this year, I think August. So it was over a year that I had paid for shipping, like they had things on hand. It was just a little ridiculous, and eventually I told them, like, look, if you're not going to send me my stuff, I'm going to file a police report, because I did have so much money that I spent with them throughout not just this group order, but like others as well, that I was like, if you don't give me my stuff, I'm filing a police report and taking you to small claims court, because it's a lot of money. I'm very grateful I didn't have to do that, but I'm kind of sad that I did end up having to like threaten that at all. Like, that's not a good feeling by any means. So, yeah. But I do also have these other POBs from Chapter 1. I guess I'll remove members I don't collect and put them all like in a stack somewhere, and maybe start a page for all of those. I thought I had that one. I guess not. So there's all of Chapter 1. Not all, that's not all of the POBs, but it's what I have. And I think I do have more of these. Let me check. I do not. That's right, these were all dupes, so I'll have to trade for those or purchase separately. But here we go with Patbingsu. I don't remember which is which for any of these, so I think we'll just go by vibes. I think I'll put this one here instead. Let's see, is that everything? Oh, another one. So there's that. I don't know which this is. I'll have to check. Oh, I know what this is. This is probably from a different group order manager that I also had a lot of trouble with, where someone actually ended up taking over everything. And the person that took it over, they ended up not getting the right amount of certain POBs. They just ended up doing it, giving me like a POB extra for a different store. So yeah, there's that. Someone gifted me this, and that was so nice. This was supposed to be on the way, but they never mailed it out, so I'll have to start bugging them a little bit. But I do also have, oh, so exciting. So I've finally finished my album cards. And then I do have a few other extras for album cards for Pat Bingsu. Quite a few, actually. And another Pob. Oh, one too many. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just add that to the stack of ones that don't have a home for right now. This is probably one of the more chaotic, like, storing videos that I've done, just because I did not realize I was out of sleeves or running out of sleeves. So I did place an order last night, and they're supposed to be here, I think, Tuesday. So I'll probably film what I can now, and then I'll go back through and post or film the rest later. Let's see, do I have an extra Pob page? No, I don't. Okay, so Pobs, again, will go over here. I think this was a merch card also. I don't remember. Oh, my battery is blinking. Okay, so we'll just go through and store what we can. So, Runa Lux, is that the one I am missing? It is. Good. So that album card set is finally done. I do have a couple of extras, so, and a few extra Polaroids. Sorry if that top loader was in frame for a really long time. I didn't realize it was there. And I know this is kind of a weird way to store these for right now, but just until I get more sleeves and things, that's what we're doing. Okay, and then we have Season's Greetings and the merch kits, and then we move into this one. So I guess for right now we'll put all of these. Oh, stars! Put those over there for right now. And these can all come over here in a stack. So this is a broadcast and that is a broadcast. And then we're doing this full set. This one I was really lucky and I was able to actually win, oops, the signed album that came with it. It was just like a promo album. But I ended up it was for a group order I did, and I raffled that off to one of my joiners. So very happy with that I was able to do that. This is also the era that I was able to talk to Billlie, which was incredible. Someone else whose group order I joined, they did a raffle, and if you won the raffle, they put your name in to be entered for the fan call. So I won the raffle, and then I won the fan call, and it was just a whole unexpected experience, but not unwelcome. So I don't know, apparently my clip got too long, so it stopped recording. Hopefully it didn't cut me off at a real weird spot. I was just figuring out how I wanted to store things, so it wasn't honestly that exciting. I guess for the time being, I will store these broadcast cards here. And then if/when I decide to move Special Sua cards into a 4-pocket binder, I'll pull them out. Okay. And I do have a few of these, but I don't exactly know what all I have. This is the finger heart, cheek poke, hoodie, braid, or no, this, maybe? Yes, because she's holding the braid in this one. Now, I do have a lot of these on the way, so I just have to wait for that to come in. Because I know I have the doppelganger, and I think I have that one on the way as well. I would say I have to double check my template, but honestly, I have been kind of bad about updating my template, so I don't remember if I updated it. I know I heard from the group order manager for a few other stores that I joined whether or not those were part of it, but I can't remember what they told me. So I do have this Polaroid, and I think that's all I have. And then for the rest of these, my plan was just to collect a Pola, a photo card, and the doppelganger card for each person. So I have Suhyun, but I do have a lot. Oh, is this another? This is her doppelganger card. One doppelganger card. Doppelganger. Okay. But I do have like extras for some of the other members, so I don't know what I'll do. I have not decided yet. For right now, let's just store what we have and then we can kind of decide. Okay, so there's that, and then I think just for the time being, I will store what I have, kind of the member equivalents. So, like, I'll put this one here just until I get that hoodie card. Same with this Haruna. Okay, and I do have those two extras. And then, I did not set up for BYOB at all. And I do think the way I'm going to collect it is a little bit different than what I've done for the other eras. But I'm out of pages. I did not set up for that, like I said. So let me just double check around my apartment to see if maybe I have extra sleeves hiding out somewhere. And if I do, we'll continue. If not, I'll just continue this video on Tuesday or whatever day that I get the rest of my items in. Okay, so I actually realized that I do have a few more things that I can put away before my binder pages came in, so let's just go ahead and do that. So this is the Boyz binder, and this is the stack. A lot of this, well, part of this I don't expect we'll be able to put away, but some of it we will. Starting with this front page. Oh, I'm so excited. So that is the last Apple Music card that I needed. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to have that done. I really like how it looks. And it is something where if I flip this page, can you see it? Yeah. That one will end up upside down, but if I would have had it this way, that would have been the only card that would be facing that way instead of this way out of like all of those. So yeah, I think we'll do it like this, and honestly I like looking at the fronts more, so I don't think that having it the other way will upset me that much. Next we have this card, which is from their Season's Greetings, their 2023 Season's Greetings. It was like one of their store pre-order benefits. I just really liked it, so I got it. The Boyz photo card organization is a little bit of a mess, so we'll just put it here for now until I reorganize everything, because yeah, like I said, it's a little messy right now. But I do have a lot of Chenny cards to put away, because I did a Polka Market order and a lot of his cards were like a really, really good price. So I got a lot of his cards and I don't remember which is which. So we might just go off of vibes, and I'll check that and see if I need to fix that. But yes, there's that. And then I do have a few of his thrilling cards. Not thrilling. I have thrilling as well. That's next in the stack. But Chase, or the Stealer. So this is a brown card. Those three go together. That is a different one. So let's just do lightest to darkest. And I guess we'll just put this one up here for now. I thought I had more of his cards, but I guess not. Why did I think I had more? I'll have to double check my template, because I could have sworn I had another one of this version. But, oh well. That's where we're at for right now. I have a lot of thrilling cards. So I think the best thing to do is just pull out all of the Chenny cards that I have and go from there. Because I think I should have enough to fill up a full page. And I do have his lenties. Why do I have... Do I have a dupe? Or is one of these not an album card? I have a dupe. Okay, so I'll have to post that one for trade or sale. Actually, let's do kind of Roy-G Biv. So this one will be up top. I know this is probably not album order version. It makes sense to my brain. So that's how we're doing it. I want to say this one's lighter by a touch. This is where I went wrong. I have dupes of this one as well. Okay. So I'm still missing one card. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, I thought I was all done with that. Okay, I'll have to figure out which card I'm missing. So I'm making okay progress on this. Oh, I just can't believe I got 2 dupes. I'm so frustrated with myself, honestly. So there's that, and then I do have, like I said, these lenties. So let's just pop these in the bottom here. So there's that. Then moving into Maverick, I do have a few to put away. So I think same thing, I'll just take out all the non-Chennies and then put Chenny away. I don't think I mentioned in this part of the video yet, I do collect, like, top priority is Chenny, but then I also collect like some Pobs and for Kevin and Q, and I try to collect their album cards as well, but usually that's slow going. So I think for right now, obviously I'm putting all of his cards on one page, but if in the future I decide that I want to have like all of like the storybook versions for Kevin, Q, and Chenny on one page, then I'll do it that way. But for right now, I think I like it like this. And, oh dear, I do have a number of cards to put away for both Q and Kevin. I think I've listed a lot of these for sale. I might move them into my other binder where I keep things that I have for sale and trade. I know I didn't list that one because I really liked it. Okay, let's put that there and keep that one there, and this one, why not? Just to have a full page. And I'll put these in my other binder, like I said. Then for Whisper, I have a couple of cards. is up with my... Okay. So that was a dupe as well. Going to be posting lots of dupes. Okay, and then I'm so far behind for other comebacks, like for Roar and Christmas in August. Like, so far behind. So I do have this one Christmas in August card. I'll just stick it here just so it has a spot. And much like the rest of my The Boyz binder, this will be reorganized and fixed. So yeah, okay, cool. We were able to put away a lot more than I was expecting. We do just have a few dupes that I was unaware of, so these 3. So I'll put those up for sale or trade, and I'll just move these. I think these are all already listed for sale or trade, and I'll just put those in my other binder. So yeah, that's everything for right now. Let's flip to that's an aesthetically pleasing page. I will see you in a few days when I get more binder pages in, and then we can finish up putting all of my Billlie cards away. Okay, so it's been a little bit longer than just the couple days that it took for the pages to come in, because when the pages came in, I bought the box of 100 like I usually do, because I don't know if I would call myself, well, I would call myself a fundamentally lazy person, but I don't know if this particular instance qualifies as laziness, or if it's just like preparedness, or me being a cheapskate because price per page is cheaper when you buy the big pack. Either way, whatever you want to call it, I usually buy the pack of 100. I don't have my old box that was empty because I got rid of it, but this is the new box, and I was like, yeah, got it. So I get my package, I open it up, and I'm like, protective flap? That's weird. Yeah, these, all of them, have a protective flap, not just on the top, but on every single, like, page, or row. So yeah, I'm still debating how I'm going to kind of like what I'm gonna do and everything, because obviously I've opened this up and then I wasn't sure if I could return it opened, because I honestly opened it because I wasn't sure what that meant, the protective flap bit. So I opened the box and then I wasn't sure if I could return it. So then I was like, well, okay, I'll just use it. But now I'm in a dilemma of I don't really want to have some pages in a binder have flaps and some not have flaps. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. But I did figure out, because this is gonna be really, might sound really bad, but I switched my brother's StayC collection, like the entire thing, over to these pages. So I have some of the regular non-flappy pages. So I'll be using those for a few things today. And these, I learned as I was doing that, you can move the flap to the back and then just kind of use it as normal. And then on the back it'll just show the little flap. You know what, let me grab some cards and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I just grabbed some 17 cards that I posted for sale or trade. And so if you move the flap to the back, you can just insert it like normal. And then it just kind of looks like a normal page from the front. And then on the back, if you look closely, it has that little flap. Will it focus? Yeah, so you can kind of see it. It's not really showing up on camera. And honestly, it's not too noticeable, in my opinion, that way. And of course, if you wanted to, you could also then move the flap. Maybe, if it'll let me. Move the flap back to the front, maybe. And then it looks like that. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do yet. I think if I do move it so that the flap is in the front, it'll just be for collections that I don't rearrange or move around too often, so like more complete ones. But I think for everything else, I will just be moving those flappy things to behind the actual pocket, if that makes sense, and do it that way. But yeah, point of that whole spiel was to say, be careful what you're buying, because I did not realize Ultra Pro made them with those flaps. But since it has been a bit since the other part, I honestly forgot what I said in the other video that I was going to put away and what I hadn't received yet, because I've since bought a couple albums and I just added them to my box, which was a mistake because I do want to film another video. So I'm guessing this video is probably a decent length already. So all we're going to do today is just add whatever Billlie photo cards that I haven't put away yet, and then we're going to kind of call that a day. I think that's how we're going to do it. So I have my box, and I thought I had stuff for earlier eras. What I think I'm going to do is I'm planning on buying a binder, like an A5 binder, the 4-pocket one, and I'll put all of Sua's like merch and broadcast cards in there, because like this doesn't really have a place, because this is the broadcast card from when she first started emceeing at Show Champion. So I'm just gonna stick it on this page for right now, even though that is nowhere near when she started doing it, but just so it has a home. And then we will go forward. This is Pat Bingsu. So this is a album card, I believe. So let's go back here, because I have a page with all the extras. Oh, and this is a Pat Bingsu. Okay, I don't think I'll ever be able to own these keychains, so I'm just going to take them out because they were so limited. So I'll take them out. If I happen to find them, then great, but if not, I'm not going to stress about it, so we'll just put Runa there. I haven't decided if I want to keep these or try to sell or trade them, so once I figure that out, then we'll have a more, I don't know, solid plan in place. That doesn't really make sense, but you know what I mean. Once I have a plan, then this will hopefully look a little bit better. That's cute. Okay. I didn't realize I had their almost exact equivalents for each of these. Okay, so there is that. Is that card in all the way? I guess so. So then we move on to chapter 2. Let's figure out, because I have one more POB that I need to add somewhere. But if I move, oh, I don't remember which of these are merch and which aren't. I know this is a merch card. I must see these two are as well, but I could be wrong. That might be merch. Let me see if it says on my template. Because I was thinking I could just move the broadcast and the merch cards onto like one page for right now, just until I get that A5 binder. But let me see. Oh, my template does not say. Okay. And actually there's a card on this template and in here that well, okay, rewind. There's a card on the template that I do not have marked off. And I was like, oh, that's wrong. I have that card. But I'm not seeing the card here. So I guess I'm wrong and I don't have the card. Okay. I had to take a little bit of a break to hopefully figure this out, but I think I did. So this card is the benefit for spending so much money during the pop-up. This is the November keychain. November? Yes. And then these 3 are from the invite set. So those. And then on this page, these are the broadcast. And I knew the broadcasts the whole time, it was just I couldn't figure out the merch cards. So with that, let's kind of rearrange what we have. Actually, let's take everything out so we can do this properly and figure out a good order to have everything in. Okay, I do want to keep those 3 all together just because that makes sense to my brain to have the row of 3. I do think I want to move it to the first page though, to figure out what other cards to put on that first page. I think the 2 Christmas cards I'll put later because I know that was one of the last things they did. And I want to put kind of brighter cards on here since those all have a really white background. So maybe that one, that one, that one. I know that one's not really the same, but I like that color. That one? I think I like that. Okay, that's how we'll do the first page. Okay, now for page 2. So I will have to split this into 2 more pages because I have exactly 1 card too many. There, I think that's good. That also gives me some room because I've seen some of her chapter 2 pobs for a decent price, some of the ones I don't have. So I might work on expanding that this year. Okay, so then I need 2 more pages, 1 for all the pobs and 1 for merch and broadcast. So I don't love having only 4 cards on a page, but like I said, I am kind of considering expanding this a little bit more, so hopefully that'll fill up a little bit more in this coming year. I have like the binder that I want picked out. I just need to hit purchase. So there's that. Nice. Okay. Oh, and I don't know where this page came from, but there we go. Album cards. Still missing that one Polaroid. Did I trade for that? I don't remember. I'll have to check. And then we have extra. Oh, how did this end up like this? I am so confused. What was I doing? This is probably something I did last time I filmed and I completely forgot about it, but I don't remember what I was doing. Do I have duplicates of one of these Suhyun cards? No. Oh, that's because this is from Next Era. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's why. That's also from chapter 3. No wonder. Okay. Glad I noticed that. That would have been pretty embarrassing. Oh, and I found out that all of these cards that I'm missing that I have on the way, the letter got returned to the sender, so they're going to send it again. So that's where it was. Okay. Here's my current dilemma. I want to... I'll put those, I guess, on a page by themselves. That seems a little silly, but I do expect I'll probably end up with duplicates at some point or extras for other members. But what I was saying is my dilemma is for BYOB. What are these from? Oh my goodness, I'm a mess. I just found other cards that let's fill this page with sleeves first and then we'll go on to the next crisis. And I'll finish telling you my current dilemma. My current dilemma is for BYOB, since there's only 5 members that were participating, I'm not crazy about 5-member spreads in a 9 pocket, but I also don't want to switch that to like an A5, a 4 pocket, because I definitely don't like the look of that. So my plan for BYOB was to collect 1 POB per member, at least, and then like one of their QR cards and 1 card from each version of the Pokemon thing. But since there was the blue and the violet versions. But here's my dilemma. If I put those in a 5 pattern, then I'll have 2 full pages, because then it'll be a total of, what I was going to do is a page with all the POBs, and then a page, and then going into like the album cards, if you want to call them that, and have like a row where it was the Poke or the QR card, and then one version, and then the other version per member. Problem with that is then I'll have I'll have a full page and then another page, but then there'll be an empty row, and I don't think I love the idea of that. But I feel like that's a good way to collect that era. So what I was thinking of, let me put this page in first, is I saw, who was it? Meow Cafe or Mando Deco? One of those two just the other day posted a reel where they were putting away some TXT stuff in one of the long A5s where it's like a 6 pocket page. They have pages for 5 members where it's like 3 on top and 2 on the bottom, or 2, 3, I don't remember which way they did it. But they have 5 pocket pages for photo cards. So I was like, okay, do I do that then? But then the dilemma is of, okay, do I just have this binder that I use for one era and that's it? That seems like a waste. So I still don't know what I'm doing, is the moral of that whole thing. If anyone else is collecting any kind of OT5 for BYOB, tell me how you're collecting. Also, this binder is getting really full, so if I do decide to put them in here, this will be the last era that'll be in here. I'm still in the dilemma of if I even keep these at all to begin with. And I also made the mistake of looking at Seun and Haruna's other POBs from other eras. And the reason why I said that was a mistake is because now I'm like, I could collect some POBs for them for other eras, because they are in my bias line. But then I'm like, oh goodness, how would I do that? How do you display that? I don't know. I'm having a organizational crisis at the moment. I think I listed these for trade. Maybe. I'll have to double check. If I haven't, I will. It's on film. Holding myself to it. So then chapter 2, this actually kind of works out, because then I can put not age order at all, but that kind of works. So, okay, so we'll just go in age order for this. I have 2 of you. I don't have any Suki. I don't have any Seun. I love this Haruna card. So, I think that's how we're going to leave it for right now. Like I said, I'm in a dilemma on what to do on this. And since this page is so empty, I'm going to put some of these fillers in here. I wish I knew what the back of these cards looked like. Because something about this almost looks like a real, like, official pob, but I don't know. Okay, at least that's not so awfully empty now. I don't love how it looks still, but we're gonna deal with it. So, yeah. I still don't know what I'm doing here, but we'll figure it out. I think we're gonna end the video there, since the other stuff that I have to put away, like I said, I kind of just started adding to my box, not realizing that I said I would rearrange stuff and do stuff on camera. So it'll just all be done next time. It'll probably be, I don't know when. I have a Pokemarket order coming in soon. So hopefully within the next like month and a half or so, I'll have that next one out. And I'm planning on placing my order for those binders that I'm needing to rearrange at least my How collection and my additional Sua binder. I'll have those coming in, I don't know how long it takes them to ship, but I'll be placing that order this weekend. So hopefully I'll have those videos to be able to put out sometime soon. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I was such a disaster in this last part. Hopefully it wasn't complete chaos. Or if it was, I hope it was amusing to you. Either way, I hope you guys are having a wonderful whatever time of the day it is wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. I love you guys.